Food and Beverage Services, Quarter 2. Learning Activity Sheet Number 1. Food and Beverage Services, Quarter 2, Lesson 2. Our topic is seating the guests. Background information for learners. Escorting and seating the guests. After you have recognized the arrival of the guests and have welcomed and greeted them properly, you have to escort them to their table. Tips on seating the guests. Number 1, escort and seat guests according to the table allocations. Number 2, utilize tables according to the number of party. Number 3, seat guests evenly amongst stations to control the traffic flow of the guests in the dining room. Number 4, open cloth napkins for the guests when applicable. And number 5, serve water according to the standards of the food service facility. The manner and how customers are seated should contribute in making favorable impressions. Courtesy and care should always be present. Different seating arrangements should be made for different types of guests. Consideration should be given to the following guests. A. Customers who prefer smoking or non-smoking areas. B. Customers with small children. C. Customer with special needs. And D. Customer with communication difficulties. From the reception area, lead the guests to their table. As a receptionist, show the way in open arms and at the same time say, for example, "This way please, Mr. De La Cruz." As you escort them, you may walk side by side with the guests or at a short distance in front of them at a comfortable pace. Be considerate of elderly or handicapped guests when leading the way as the pacing must not be too quick. If the guest did not make any reservation, the receptionist should ask how many they are in the party. If there are still vacant tables to accommodate them, you have to lead them to the table. As a receptionist, you have to consider the following when assigning tables or seats to customers. First, accommodate the guest's preference. For smoking or non-smoking area, bar, booth, garden, among others, whenever is possible. If not possible, apologize and offer what is possible. Consider the expected guests in the party and assign them where they have enough space to sit. For a group of kids, position them in the corner or wall side. Offer cushions or booster seats. For couples, assist them to the seats with the best view. Special care must be given to the person with mobility difficulties. A guest that has trouble walking, like senior citizens or one who has a limp, should be given a seat as close to the hostess station as possible. Offer assistance without seeming overbearing and avoid drawing unnecessary attention to them. Ladies must always be seated first and against the wall. Pull out the chairs for them if they let you. This is nice, old-school gestures that is often forgotten. Push the chairs gently after they are seated. For groups where there is a host or hostess, or there are assigned seats for the guests, it is customary to seat the host or hostess last. As soon as all the guests had been seated, the receptionist must now introduce the captain waiter or the waiter. The receptionist should be informed the captain waiter or the waiter about the guest's special request if there is any, or important information such as guest allergies. She then wishes the guest meal and leave accordingly. The captain waiter or the waiter should make a good eye contact and stand erect as he welcomes the guests to the restaurants, depending on the establishment's policy. He should introduce himself by name. For example, "Hi, I am Jane de la Cruz and I will be your food and beverage service attendant. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to make your dining more enjoyable." Reading the guest's comfort level and perhaps the occasion helps personalize and adjust service to the specific needs of the party. When all the guests are seated, the food and beverage service attendant or the waiter unfolds the napkin and gently places them on each of the guest's laps. Remember, minimum handling of the napkins must be ensured. He or she must be careful not to touch any body part of the guest while laying the napkins. He or she should check the body language of the ladies if they are uncomfortable. He or she must refrain from laying the napkins on their lap. Instead, he or she can put them on the handrest of the chair. Some guests may prefer to unfold their napkins themselves. While waiting to take the orders, water and bread rolls may be offered to the guest. In addition to the given information, the following are some tips in seating the guest. Avoid the use of 4-seat table per 1 or 2 people unless there are no other tables available, and obviously, no smaller table will be available soon. Loud, noisy parties may be replaced in private rooms or towards the back of the dining room to avoid disturbing other guests. Elderly or handicapped person may wish to be near the entrance of the room to avoid a long walk. Young couples prefer quiet corners with a good view. Place well-dressed parties at the center of the dining area, for they can be an asset to the restaurant. Should the guest request for a specific location, try to accommodate him or her. In seating the guests, assist first the ladies, then the gentlemen, and host and hostess last. In case there are children in the group, they should be assisted first. Help the guests by pulling back the chair when they are about to sit. A time to remember. This is Maylene Huliganga. Thank you for watching. This is Maylene Huliganga. Thank you for watching.